so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with Jon Delcollo.
Hello.
Jacob Furman Mattera.
Bing bong.
Wet and juicy Jeff Simmons, who is as moist as ever.
Yo, yo.
Welcome back,
Because
brother.
we kept him out in the rain for 10 minutes.
Boys, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Doing great, man. How about you?
I'm great, Jake, and thank you for asking. I spent the day in New York City with my friend Cooper O'Hearn.
Oh, I love Coop.
I did too, man, and we had a nice ride home, and dozed off a little bit on the ride home while driving.
Got up mighty early today, I guess.
But feeling good. Got to get that little siesta on the turnpike. I feel like $1 million right now.
I hope you had an easy ZZ pass.
Love it.
I think Einstein used to nap like that, so you're in good company.
Thank you very much.
Driving a 80 mile an hour missile down the freeway is how he used to
I'm
nap.
happy to hear that. I love his bagels.
Did you get anything, a tasty treat in New York City?
No, I got a spicy chicken sandwich at the rest stop.
Hey, sometimes that's how you got to live.
Unfortunately, I think the lady initially charged me $17, and then,
It was actually 24.
dude, the guy's like, she's like, oh my God, I charged for $2. And then the manager came over. He's like, can you put your card again? I was like, no, I'm not going to get charged twice.
Yeah.
He's like, man, this happened all the time. He's like, the money will get refunded.
No, it won't.
So we'll find out tomorrow whether I got charged $25 for one chicken sandwich.
Whoa.
I had just disputed charge from Wawa recently, and immediate.
Really?
Yeah, my company took good care of me.
I'm glad to hear it.
And I did request the refund from Wawa, but I was like, this is bullshit. This is never going to happen. And they never refunded the money. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that it was already disputed, but I'm only a in-person touch the screen Wawa orderer from henceforth.
To avoid that, I kiss the screen when I place an order, Jake.
Jesus, Mike. You know how many
That
fingers
is-
touch that thing?
I'd rather kiss the gas nozzle.
We got someone sucking on hose 4 again.
Oh, God, I love the smell of gasoline.
Me
Yeah.
too. Might have some. The one down the corner is it's shut down.
Oh, yeah.
It's all fenced around. I guess they're replacing the
Oh, I didn't know
pumps
that.
or something,
Oh.
or they're adding skimmers.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Man, I often wonder if gasoline tastes as good as it smells.
Take a shot.
I know. Thinking.
Are you allowed to as a non-drinker?
I think that would be all right.
Yeah.
It smells so good, people light themselves on fire. That's how good it smells.
Maybe it'll smell better when it's on fire. It doesn't smell any better.
When I this is my boy, the Hillside Dangler, the student I told you about before.
Uh-huh.
The Hillside Dangler boy. he's like, Mr. Mike, can I tell you something? And I was like, well, if it's about you or somebody else potentially getting hurt, just know I have to tell somebody else because I can tell he wanted to tell me this in confidence. And he's like, I love the smell of gasoline. It's like, yes, brother, me too.
But I
Pulls
still
you
have to
out of
call
the
the cops. Even faster than I would have if you said you were getting hit.
JD, why don't you flip that coin, brother? Because I got somebody I want to talk about tonight.
Time for the flip. You know, I got some a little 4-piece, little quartet I want to talk about. Ooh. And there's a 1-piece out of that quartet. Coming to the area soon. I got to get my hooks in them.
I hope you do.
All right. I want to talk about the Jokers. Please, God, let me talk about the... God damn it.
We'll talk about your guys later. Just give me this hour.
Wow.
You have been granted 1 hour.
Thank you. Man, could you imagine if Stephen Hawking got sunburn
Ow, ow, ow.
and he went to Epstein Island for the purpose of molesting, how pissed he would be. Just doing burnouts in that chair. I'm a prisoner of my own body.
Normally, I wouldn't have you sit on my face, but it feels like it's on fire.
Could you please coat your cheeks in aloe vera?
This actually isn't so bad.
Somebody please flip me.
His fucking stupid ass chair doesn't know how to flip them. Dumbass. Get a smarter chair,
Yeah.
dipshit. He's in hell for sure. He's too smart for heaven.
Do you think he's all been up in hell?
This is your territory,
Yeah.
but I think in hell he's even more pretzeled up.
I do.
They sent him through Annie Ann's purgatory first.
Damn.
Oh God, what if he's so smart that he would just start Uncle Anne's?
Fuck you, Wetzels.
Man, do you think Wetzel was always meant to be a pretzel guy?
Yeah, that's like a surname for pretzels, I believe. Pennsylvania Dutch surname.
Yeah, they should have that here instead of the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wetzels should be in
It feels
Pennsylvania
like it should
Dutch
be.
area.
There is one in the.
Has to be a mall.
It is. You know where the AMC movie theater is in the Fashion District? That whole like mall area.
They do have a
There's
Wetzel's,
a Wetzel's in there.
as well as an Annie Ann's.
Are they related? Wetzel's and
No, they're
Ann's?
mortal enemies. They won't even. They're not even allowed to be on the same floor.
Damn, that's sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Annie Ann's is in the basement on this one. But if you're in that neighborhood anyway, you got to get your ass over to the Reading Terminal. Get an Amish pretzel from a real Amish lady.
Oh my God,
Madonna.
I love Amish ladies so much.
Me too. I was always convinced my my bride to be would be Amish.
I do too. Now I'm forced to watch videos and churn my own butter.
Then it became the plot to a movie, Sex Drive, which was so funny that I can't even argue
Oh
with
my
them
God.
stealing
Is that
my
what we
idea.
watched together?
Yeah, in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great movie.
That caught me by surprise because I was normally on top of those kind of movies when I was a young man.
It was a sleeper for sure. Not a very well marketed thing. More of a
good movie,
DVD cult classic.
Yeah.
But it is
Real
fucking,
fun.
if you've never
Real
seen
fun.
Sex Drive, it's great. James Marsden, so fucking funny in that movie.
My favorite kind of driving.
Sex Drive?
James
No,
Marsden.
nighttime driving,
Oh.
Jake. Yes, man.
James Marsden driving.
Yeah.
Jake.
Cyclops driving, one eye. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Catch me now, coppers. You're in jail already, dickhead.
There's no wheel. It's like you're just using your own fucking food tray. Jake, you know me, man. I love my wife to the moon and back, but I often think about her passing away.
You do mention that multiple times a week.
And oftentimes I think about what nickname I would want people to call me if and when she does pass away. You know, I think you would inevitably get Black Widow if people thought that you were responsible for the death, but I would like to become the White Widow. Yes, as a man.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Like a
That's a cool
Budweiser
name.
frog. Yeah.
Black Widow.
Three frogs just like he's just making light of my wife's death. Oh man, I gotta do that at the funeral.
What
You
does,
could just teach your cats how to ribbit.
what does the white signify here, Mike?
My purity of spirit. However, in this case, this gentleman I'm going to speak about, he was known as the Black Widower.
Okay.
And I didn't know until I read about this guy that male widows were known as widowers.
I did. I was confused by that for a long time, and I know it's cemented in my brain from
Mary's-
Tenenbaums.
Oh, no, I know from Mary's joke.
Oh
Francisci
yes,
has a joke
yeah.
about- yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tenenbaum. I saw Tenenbaums first.
You know how they wear the tracksuits in Royal Tenenbaums?
Yeah.
I have a picture that I put up of our friend Shane like 10 years ago where he's wearing his Notre Dame tracksuit, and my caption was "Boiled Tenenbaum."
You've always given him a physically hard time.
Oh, dude, I felt terrible when everybody started calling him a retard, man, because I feel like I had that on lock for like 3 years, man.
That was my thing.
Better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. But Jake, this fella, he's got a great name, by the way. Robert Merlin Spangler. Isn't that a strong killing name?
Yeah, it sounds like a wizard.
Merlin Spangler.
I mean,
Yeah.
if this guy isn't strangling people, what are we doing here?
What the fuck, man?
Dude,
Why
the
not?
Spangler
Come on, man.
Strangler?
If you're gonna do it, he was a
Merlin Sprangler, the curling strangler? I don't know. I'll get something better.
he was a shooter and a pusher.
Shooter and a pusher.
Pusher.
You would like
Pusher.
him because he did his pushing off of cliffs of Grand Canyon.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my god!
Isn't it cool, Jake?
That is cool. That's a good way to go too, man.
Great way to end a relationship.
He was doing it with significant others.
Man.
Oh my god!
I ain't never lied.
Easy. It's an easy out.
I know.
Yeah.
So much easier than paying for a divorce lawyer.
The voice lawyer.
Yeah.
Voice, yeah.
Yeah. Mine's been so hard.
Baby at law.
Yeah, you having trouble with dames in the 20s?
No, just an adult with a speech impediment.
Well, she'll take that too, man. Be careful. But this fellow was born in Des Moines, Iowa.
No, everyone's got.
Oh God, it's infectious.
You caught my gout,
Yeah,
and
only
you
half
caught my.
R's are
Jeff, can you hit
W's.
whatever button unspeech impediments us? Wait, don't hit it yet. I want Jake to get his.
Boy. Go ahead, hit the button.
You did
You've
it.
just been juiced.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh my God, I can't wait till we're millionaires. But Des Moines, Iowa, and just unnecessary S's in Des Moines.
Yeah.
I mean, get over yourself.
Yeah.
For
It's
real.
fucking Iowa, man.
You're really fucking with people at that point.
You ain't France anymore. Let's drop those S's.
Born January 10th, 1933, and Jake, he was adopted. How lovely is that?
Wow. Wow.
Same year Sean Connery was born.
No shit.
I believe so.
33?
Wow.
Gene Hackman as well, and Steve McQueen.
Is Connery dead?
He is passed.
Oh, fuck me, man. Gene Hackman's still alive, right?
He is, and he is dressing exactly like me.
Fuck you.
Okay.
What, like an enemy of the state?
Oh, I'm talking fucking hiking gear, pants that turn into
nice.
shorts,
Nice.
and
Yeah,
like
man.
hokas.
Like it.
Yeah.
That's
Adult diapers.
Just like me.
this was very lovely. He was adopted. A beautiful choice.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Oh no, by the Spanglers?
Dude, by Merlin and Ione. Merlin and Ione Spangler.
Ione.
I
That's
like
fun.
the name Ione, yeah.
Dude, that's the worst, man. When you finally get a baby and he turns out to be a murderer. What are the friggin' odds, man?
Adopted too.
I know.
You
yeah.
adopt a
They
murderer.
gave us we didn't make this baby. We chose.
Yo, we got him from a killer shelter.
I thought it was a no-kill shelter. It was that the joke? Was it a no-kill shelter joke?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Jake, you're gonna like this. Merlin Spangler was a pipe designer.
Wait, they hadn't figured out circles yet?
Damn. You know Jezbal? He created the whole thing.
What does that mean?
Like sewers and
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
like dams.
It's like an engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
He's not the guy at the pipe factory. Looks like you are, though.
You know, Tubbs might know a lot about this guy in the plumbing
wonder.
business. Yeah, he
yes.
knows his pipes.
Yeah, they pray to this guy 5 times a day. That's why plumbers charge so much.
And Jake, he was a nasty little boy. He had a little temper on him. Were you bad little boys?
No, I was a shy guy, a little shy boy.
Yeah, I was pretty angry.
Really?
Oh man, my sister used to torment me. She'd have
You have
her
a reason to
friends
be
over,
angry, it seems like.
and they would just like fuck with me because they know the slightest thing would set me off, and then I would chase them around the yard with a 10-foot pole skimmer, just like one of those thin aluminum poles, and trying to fucking hit them, dude.
That's a slow swing.
Oh,
that long
yeah.
of a... they're already in bed.
Never really got any of them, and then once they were in the house, I was kind of screwed.
Oh, just imagine how electrifying it would be to trap his sister head in that thing.
You had a pool growing up?
Above ground.
Still, man.
Still,
That's
dude.
a lot,
It
man.
was pretty awesome.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But our dear friend Merlin had a Robert Merlin, Bob Spangler, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bit of a temper growing up, and he was known as a little hothead. And this was pretty interesting, and nothing was ever proven to truly implicate him. But there was a classmate who would give Bob a hard time, and this classmate drowned at a local sewer treatment plant. And word around town was that Bobby Merlin Spangler may have had something to do with it.
The first push?
Could have been.
Whoa.
Oh, God, the first push feels the best, doesn't it?
Bro.
That's a Sheryl Crow song.
Yeah.
First push is the sweetest.
And my pants are getting tight.
Sometimes that's all I'll do to my wife. I'll just put it in once and go to sleep. Truth be told, I usually come one.
Like a mouth guard.
Yeah, I don't pull it out until I wake up in the morning. But. No, but he was a little nasty ass. But this is kind of sweet, though. He went to Ames High School, and the name of his team was the Little Cyclones. Isn't that cute for a little crazy boy? A little cyclone.
Wow.
Why did they add the Lil?
I know the Cyclones would have been. Well, I know Iowa State University, they're known as the Cyclones. So I
Okay.
imagine like they held
That
them
is
in high
so
regard.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Cyclone.
And I just
cool.
watched Little Twisters last night too.
What does that mean?
It's the new Twister sequel. It's just called Twisters.
Oh.
But I think it was so low rated that Little Twisters might be appropriate.
I thought you were referring to kids in wheelchairs by a derogatory name.
You little twister. You can't even get up these stairs, can you?
All right, who do we got meeting John Cena today?
You're going to have to sign autographs for 32 Little Twisters.
We got a traffic jam full of little twisters coming down the pike.
We got 10 Helmet Boys after that. And then off to the burn unit.
Oh, Christ, looks like they've added 18 pole kids. Pole monkeys. Dude, that sounds like the fucked up kids 12 Days of Christmas. 18 burn babies. 12 pole monkeys.
5 Little Twisters.
4 grieving parents. Jake, sometimes I got to know when it's time to move on, and I feel like it is. This is kind of nice. You know, we have all been fortunate to have found love at young ages. You and I think John was a little older when he found love.
Mid-20s.
Yeah, but compared to me and Jake.
Oh, yeah. You're
Yeah.
fucking high school. You're college age.
Jake fell in love before he had pubes.
True.
Holy shit.
16, yeah.
This is kind of sweet.
Pubis at 16. What a freak.
That's how you know you're in love, when you start growing pubes. I've always said that to my wife.
Locks of love. That's where it comes
Yeah.
from.
Jake, isn't this sweet? So Bob fell in love with a lady named Nancy Stallman.
That is nice.
They met in something called Cubs Club, which was a journalism club in high school. Little Cubs Club. Isn't that sweet?
I love it.
Yeah, do they have bears in Iowa?
I hope not. They have them in Chicago.
Is
Yeah.
it like farmland there?
I think so. And probably not.
One might cross the border every once in a while, but I doubt. I always wondered that about Illinois, because there's the Bears and the Cubs, and somebody I knew in Chicago who was from Chicago in college. I went. It was my friend's girlfriend's parents, and I asked them that when I was there visiting them, and she mailed me a clip out of a news report that was so big that a bear was found somewhere in Illinois.
Yes.
So it's very rare.
Also makes sense. There's a large polar population in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I know the Bulls got their name not because there was bulls in the area. They had a whole meat packing district.
Really?
And that's what that's in reference to.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, where they built the stadium. This like they used to have the factory where they'd a slaughterhouse where they'd.
No shit.
Ooh.
I love that. I really love that trivia.
Jake, our dear friend Bob Spangler, he ended up going to Iowa State University with his lovely lady, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually joins the Army. He's discharged in 1957. Man, old discharge. Disgusting.
Gross.
He's able to travel a bit. He gets in the TV and movie production. He travels, goes to New York, goes to a news station in Minnesota, goes back to New York, and he becomes a TV producer on a little show called Sesame Street.
No way.
Yeah,
Whoa,
brother. Yeah.
Merlin was a producer.
Bob Merlin Spangler worked on Sesame Street.
And it's possible that he had already murdered as a child. As
Could
a
have been,
Sesame
yeah.
Street producer.
Oh, yes.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, why else would that kid have gotten into the fucking sewer treatment plant?
It's just,
Yeah.
Was he little Steve-O? Great episode. I kind of barf every time I watch it.
Eventually finds his way back to Denver, Colorado, and falls in love with the place. He works in PR at a waterworks company, which is kind of fucked up for a guy who probably killed a kid at a sewer treatment facility.
I want to leave that off your resume, Bob.
Ends up having 2 kids, David and Susan. Doesn't really connect with his kids, man.
So he's with Nancy this whole
Yeah.
She's moving around the country with him.
She is, yeah.
She sounds
And-
like a ride or die.
Oh, she's a die, all right.
Oh no.
He's a widower.
And he wrote her, at least for 2 kids worth.
At least twice.
Yeah.
Dude, how
Unless
are
they
you
were
going
twins.
to kill a woman that's going around the country with you nonstop?
It sounds
sometimes-
pretty easy when you say it like that.
That won't let you enjoy Sesame Street.
You just pissed 50 miles ago. Are you fucking serious? Wait, there's a quarry coming up. You want to piss at the top of that?
But Jake, there's some good news. In 1976, Bob gets a side bitch. A receptionist by the name of Sharon Cooper
At his job.
at his job.
At Sesame Street?
No.
Waterworks Denver.
Yes. She waterworks, all right.
This is so classic 70s. Is it 80s now?
No, this is the 70s. Yeah, this is very
Or 60s?
a very
It's like
sexual
very
time.
Mad Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Awakening.
Probably drinking at work.
Oh,
Fucking that
take me
receptionist starts looking better and better.
Brother, I drank at work in the 2000s. I was a madman in this millennium.
Yeah, they were doing it openly though.
Oh my God. I did coke at work one night.
Jesus.
Nightmare of a night, man.
That sounds like it would be a nightmare.
It was too much, man.
What did you have to do?
It was supposed to be an overnight shift at a mental health facility. And typically, like, the nights were quiet, but this night there was so much going on. And it's like I did so much coke that when the sun started to come up, more and more tasks were being thrown on me. And I was just like, oh my God, I just want to go home and just sleep this off.
So it's not like prolonged coke night is not like Adderall where it's like I'm focusing, I'm completing tasks.
I was just trying to find the horniest things on the internet that I could not get in trouble for. Like Sports Illustrated, in the hopes that I would see.
I was gonna say, yeah. What would was YouTube a thing back then? Could you find?
No, this was 2006. I don't know when
Okay.
YouTube started, but I wouldn't even think to go on there.
I think
at
they're
that
like
time.
just kicking off around that point, right?
Yeah.
In 2006, I took mushrooms before a shift at Grotto Pizza where I was a line cook,
Whoa!
and everybody got grilled cheese that day, no matter what they ordered, even if they didn't order.
Were you the one on Concord Pike?
Nah, College Square, Newark, Delaware.
Oh, okay.
Since defunct, has nothing to do with my mushroom shift.
Bob Spangler ends up banging his receptionist, and she's a lunatic, which I cannot imagine how attractive she was.
Never put your penis in a crazy pussy.
Oh, brother. You sound like Ray Liotta.
I thought it was more of a Jack Nicholson, but I don't know why it came out like that.
And Jake, he doesn't take to his kids, which you can't fault the guy. It's like, you can't get blood from a stone. I've always said that.
And this is reported by the children themselves that claim this, or did he state?
He says this. So the children, unfortunately, they go to Bye-Bye Land.
They're killed?
He kills his own kids?
We're ramping up to that soon. But he doesn't really fuck with his family, so he ends up moving in with his side bitch, Sharon Cooper.
Wait, where's Bye Bye Land?
It's where good dogs go and nice moms who leave you money.
And it's about 10 miles from Legoland if you're ever in San Diego.
Yeah, you can actually get a 2-day pass. You can get a park hop.
Oh, yeah.
I recommend you go to Legoland first.
And then again after you're done.
You're going to want to just hop to the same place twice.
Oh my God. Could you imagine the 9/11 hijackers going to Legoland after Bye Bye Land? That should have been their punishment. They got to build really high.
Yeah, hijacker heaven
Yes.
is Legoland.
He moves in with his side bitch, Jake, because he says his kids are bad kids. And Sharon doesn't like kids, so she does not want these kids coming over to their house
Yeah.
to ruin their good time, which I understand.
She wasn't in the Sharon custody?
I like that one.
All right, sorry. I swallowed it.
Jake, 2 years later, Bob Spangler determines that Sharon's temper is just too much for him. It's like when you have a side bitch, you got to calculate the pussy to temper ratio. You know what I'm saying? And as long as the pussy outweighs the temper number,
Yeah.
then you stay there. But as soon as the temper outweighs the pussy, it's like being on a seesaw with a fat boy. You got to jump off as quick as you can.
Yes, you do.
Go back to your wife and kids.
When the pussy is low, not when you're up high.
He moves back with his family, which is a very funny thing to do, to leave for your side bitch to determine, like, all right, this is too much for me. I'm coming back.
Incredibly funny
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
it's
let
funny.
back into the home.
Hi, side family.
He's only with his family for 2 months before he kills them all.
Oh my God.
Right after Christmas.
And you said he was a shooter and a pusher?
Yes. So December 30th, 1978, the day prior, he gets his wife to sign an N on a paper, because I guess that's how she signed her name. She would just write N. I hope. But Jake, he gets her to write an N on this paper, and he ends up putting that in the typewriter, and he types up a fake suicide note, as though it's coming from Nancy, like she's going to be the one to murder, suicide the kids and herself.
Oh my word.
He tricks his wife into coming down to the basement. He says, come down here with your eyes closed.
I got something to put around your neck.
She comes down to the basement, totally unsuspecting. He makes her sit down, and once she sits down, he shoots her. Shoots her in the head, goes upstairs. The kids are asleep. Shoots his daughter in the back, and shoots his son in the chest. The son doesn't initially die. He fights back to the point where Robert Merlin Spangler has to put a pillow over his face and end him.
How old are the kids at this point?
The daughter's 15 and the son is 17.
Man. Jesus Christ, man.
So what do you think he does now?
He doesn't turn the gun on himself, it sounds like.
He gets in the car, he turns on the Broncos game on the radio, and treats himself to a movie.
What movie?
I don't know.
Oh man.
What year was it?
1978.
Bullet. I don't know. I don't know what year that came out.
Could have been Cuckoo's Nest, perhaps. No, that was earlier. I think that was 74.
Cheech and Chong?
Yo, if he went to see Up and Smoke.
God.
I mean, it's kind of appropriate if you
would
shoot
need
your family.
Yeah, you would need a comedy after something like that.
Any other bangers? Was there 2 Cheech and Chongs that year? Is that a Tom Cruise movie? Or is that just a lesbian?
No, there's no way Tom Cruise was cooking back then.
I typed the best movies of 1978: The Fifth Floor, The Big Sleep, Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, Death on the Nile, Gates of Heaven.
So many things are about what he just did.
Yep. I Killed My Family. That
Nah,
was by Miramax.
2 on the nose.
Robert, why did you kill your family? They were breaking my cojones, man. Cheech and Chong.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was bad Iowa accent.
They were a real stick in the mud, man. It's my Chong.
Wow.
Tommy Chong.
Wow, dude.
Ray Don Chong, too.
Have you been practicing Cheech and Chong as well, or is this
First time.
Oh my God.
I know,
Just
man.
like that.
I know. Yeah, my Tommy Chong sounds a lot like Sam Elliott.
Yeah, it does. But they're not too far off. It's
I've always
Mexican Sam Elliott.
I've always said that.
You have.
So, this is fucked up. So the way that the bodies are found is the daughter's boyfriend is
YMCA.
Yes. This poor kid, Tim, he comes by the next day. He's trying to wake his girlfriend up. He wants to hang out.
Yeah.
He's throwing shit at her window. There's no answer. So he goes around to the basement and doesn't initially see the dead mom. He walks through the basement because the door, I guess they usually leave it open. He goes upstairs to the girl's bedroom. Doesn't initially tell that she's been killed. He's got a hat and gloves in his hand. So he throws the hat. She doesn't wake up. He throws the gloves at her. Then he's like, all right, maybe something's wrong. And as he gets closer, he realizes she was bleeding and that she had passed away. Runs to the master bedroom, calls police. They come. And
Someone got blood on my head.
later, the police come. They show up. And they come in, they show up. It's a very
Gross.
complicated crime scene, Jake.
Yeah. Must be the special force.
It wasn't until later in the day where Robert Spangler ends up coming back, and he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're all dead. Somebody hold me because my equilibrium off because my family been shot." And
Did he kill them in the morning and then go to the movies?
He killed them at nighttime. Went to the movies to a late show.
Stayed out all night
Yeah.
to the party time. to the point that the kid went over. It's probably noonish.
Maybe he might have been trying to get the pussy early.
Could be early pussy boy. And then so he comes back after
Pete
that.
Wentz, my favorite band.
Yeah, they all went down swinging. I hate what this does to me. I don't.
Yeah. I know, and we're gonna remember these crimes for centuries.
Not a bad fucking. What's that guy's name?
Frank Lloyd
Wally
Wright.
Pip. But Jake, please know that Robert Merlin Spangler's involved. However, they
Patrick
can't prove
Stump.
it. And he's got gun residue on his hand, but he said it's because when he found his wife's body, he picked up the gun. Doesn't really compute, but for some reason they're not able to tie him to these crimes. Jake, the next fucking month, his old side bitch, you remember Sharon Cooper?
Oh, I know Sharon.
She moves into the house that he murdered his wife and kids in.
Whoa, the murder mansion.
Not only that, Jake, but she has a yard sale to sell off the wife's shit.
Does she know?
I don't know.
She has to know.
She's a fucked up individual.
This is Iowa, right? And this is like
Well, this is Colorado.
oh, Colorado. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it might
Littleton.
be it might be more people there, but still, I feel like that would be town news. Like everyone would know that.
Littleton, like fat midget.
No, I know that she knows that the family died. I'm wondering if she knows that he killed his own family.
Oh, yeah, probably not. Probably not. I wouldn't go in
Or
the
maybe.
house.
But even so, it's like, it's insane to move into the home that your man's wife and two children got cooked in. They were a shirt, and they was a bleeding out.
What's he doing with his top
I
lip?
don't know.
I'm having a stove.
Oh no, I think he needs a
Okay.
Call him an Uber.
Truly an insane side bitch. I mean, I think you gotta.
Yeah, that's cursed.
It truly is, man.
Yeah,
but
to sell the shit off too is
pretty
devilish.
Cool. I know.
Evil.
I love a nasty bitch, man.
devilish bitch.
And Jake, this is fucked up. So the following summer, they get married, and they fall in love with the Grand Canyon. And Sharon ends up writing a book called On Foot about traveling through the Grand Canyon. Isn't that remarkable?
That's so nice.
Is that a book that you can still get today?
Probably.
Wow.
I'll get you a copy. You would like that.
I would.
Epilogue. Pushing me off a cliff.
Yeah, I'm assuming that she meets her demise there as well.
No, she overdoses eventually.
What?
Yeah.
On what?
Fun.
There's many drugs you can overdose on. It's a reasonable question.
All right, true. I apologize for snapping at you. I
Oh,
don't
wow.
know.
Look at that.
Yeah,
In
On
the-
Foot, Grand Canyon.
In
Nice book
the
cover, man.
80s.
Yeah, Amazon. Look at that. How much is that, Jeff? $20?
Yeah, $20 paperback.
Mine. It's going to be mine.
We're buying paperbacks. Yep.
I think we're doing
Spangler
Timberlake
don't
there.
know how to act. Yep.
Yep.
And this is kind of sad. So they kind of just have fun, hike all the time, and this goes on for into the 90s. You don't hear again about Robert Merlin Spangler until the early 90s when his father, Merlin, passes away as the result of a fall. Now, it just so happens that his son, Bob Spangler, is visiting him at the time
Don't push daddy.
because he's close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my dad.
I'm assuming this wasn't on a hiking trail. This was at the top of a flight of stairs.
Yes, and he inherited his dad's money. I don't know how much money he inherited, but it was enough to the point where he could retire.
Oh man.
Pretty cool.
Well, this is in the 90s. The guy's in his 70s at this point, right? So
And I remember he was a pipe designer, so he's got some bread. There's actually a building on Iowa State's campus named after him, so he was an accomplished man.
still to this
Whoa.
day,
Yes, man.
that is pretty inappropriate.
I wonder if he had like decorative pipes.
No,
around
no,
the
no.
house.
After the father who was killed.
Oh, yes.
The dad was the pipe boy.
Gotcha. I had forgotten about who was laying the pipe. Just like I always do. Trash night.
I got more of those in the fridge for you.
Thank you.
So Jake, he inherits this large sum of money. Inevitably, he has a falling out with crazy ass Sharon. Sharon! Cheech.
Oh. Thought that was Donald.
Has a falling out, and Sharon calls the police and says that Bob is threatening her. And when the police show up and she tells her story about how threatening Bob is, she ends up attacking the police.
Dude, Sharon is wild.
I know, I love her so much.
I think she might have rabies.
That explains why they cut her head off.
Is that what happens?
No, but you should, just to be sure. Anytime a lady dies, I've always said,
Cut their head off?
cut their head off, keep it aside.
Buy a big ball jar. From Colorado, from Denver.
Showing up to fucking
Or at least the
random
stadium.
funerals. You gonna cut her head off?
And Jake, in the divorce, this is an obscene amount of money, and I'm stunned that Bob Spangler didn't kill her for sure. She ends up getting $150,000 right off the top, and then for 7 years, she ends up getting $500 a month.
All
In
right.
alimony from the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming she started a drug habit at this point when she had a shitload of money.
Oh,
I mean, she's
man.
been crazy all along, so I imagine
You know
she
what?
probably had drug issues all along.
Being a hiker, like if that's your hobby of choice,
Yeah.
like I feel like there's no overdosable drug that is associated with the outdoors. You know what I mean? Like I find it odd for somebody to be a heroin addict or a cokehead.
I always hear about that runner's high.
I felt like when I was, my pill use was at its height, I spent a lot of times outdoors.
Okay, I always overlook pills as something that you can overdose on.
It's
But that is
the
more
most
of the lady
overdosable.
overdose. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, and it's especially for ladies. A lot of ladies, I think, are too cowardice to shoot. You know,
Are you daring the ladies to shoot up right now?
if you're a real bitch, no, don't shoot anything except for the COVID vaccine once a year.
Jake, this is fucked up. They have 3 dogs together, Shadow, Sunshine, and Molly.
No. Okay.
When Sharon takes off, she only takes Shadow.
Those are all words for drugs.
Whoa.
What's Shadow?
It's who you buy it off of.
Jesus, Mike.
Shadow could be white.
I mean, just dastardly, taking one dog. Imagine walking out with one because they all think you're going for a walk, and then you just slam the door behind the other 2. Reminds me a lot of you.
Oh, no.
Teasing.
I did the opposite of slamming.
What?
I stayed stagnant.
He gently shut the door.
Stoic, some would say.
I hope those firefighters have dreams of dogs every single night.
Yeah, this motherfucker put the wick in stoic because those dogs went up. Think of it like this. You gave those dogs their angel wings. The Rainbow Bridge is so much easier to cross when you already have your wings.
Yeah.
Because of you, they were able to have a puppy bowl.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
Jake, you're going to love this too. So Sharon bailed on him, but love is in the air, and Robert Merlin Spangler ends up falling in love again with a woman by the name of Donna Sundling. Places a personal ad. They get married in 1990. Get this.
Personal ad?
A personal ad. Did you ever
Wow.
place one of those?
No.
Read a lot.
Yeah. I used to love those, the Craigslist.
Oh my God, missed
Yeah.
encounters.
Yeah, those
bro.
were fun.
Yeah, I used to love that. Are you a literary erotica guy?
I look like I could be, but no.
You look like
a
you're right.
writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, George R.R. Squirtin. A Game of Bones. Nasty ass. This is kind of cool, though. Our friend Bob Spangler ends up becoming a radio DJ for a country western station. And people love his easygoing demeanor and the hardline stance he takes on domestic abusers when he speaks on air.
Whoa.
inviting women that they should seek help if they're being mistreated by a man, gives out resources for them to find.
That's crazy.
How ironic. How many years? This is over 12 years that he has
forgot.
killed his own family.
Yeah.
You think he forgot by then?
Oh yeah.
You can. It's, yeah. And people around town start noting that he's telling people different stories about how the wife, the son, and the daughter each met their demise. Sometimes it's a car accident taking all three. Sometimes it's a car accident, cancer.
This is microficheable. People could look at this story and see that these people were murdered with a gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you got microfiche time, then...
Bro, yeah.
eat
What
shit.
What are your parents millionaires?
Were there homeless people masturbating to microfiche back then? They had to been.
Just the bra ads at the back of the paper.
Back then they called them peepers.
Yeah, just jacking off to flounders with small wieners. Microfiche, Jake. But Jake, you're gonna like this, man. April 11th, 1993, something really happens to poor Donna. They're going hiking in the Grand Canyon, nonetheless.
Bringing your new bitch to where you and your old bitch. That's
Yes.
What's wild? Yeah.
This is kind of fun, though. There's other people hiking in the area, so Bob's trying to scare them away by being aggressive.
They're not bears.
Yeah, like getting big.
Yeah.
Hello, bear. I mean, dude, obviously you never want to see a personality like that on a hiking trail, but like how aggressive could you be? Like, what are you doing to scare people away? Like,
I think just being a nasty ass to the point where it's just like, all right, let's fucking get away.
yeah.
Wouldn't that cause more of a scene and cause more people to be like on alarm and report it if someone?
I think I would because
Yeah.
Sit down and have a fucking Cliff Bar for a minute. Let the crowd escape, or go further into the fucking canyon.
well, unfortunately, his wife eats the Golden Cliff Bar.
I've got a Golden Cliff Bar.
And he ends up pushing her over the edge of a cliff, and she falls roughly 200 feet to her death.
He pushes or he does the old pitcher trick.
Ooh, that's a great question.
I'll move backwards just a little bit more. The sun's in your eyes. Can you step back? Yeah.
Sets up a tripod.
This is Sparta.
One of the funny things is he's got to find the same hikers that he just cussed out to say, my wife fell. Can you get help? And
I did not think this through.
Yeah, they direct him to the ranger station, and he goes to the ranger station, and there's people ahead of him in line speaking with the ranger. He politely waits his turn to speak with the ranger.
He waits?
He waited his turn.
Hi, where's the bathroom? Can you show me where the nearest bathroom is? Is it near the gift shop?
Kermit the Frog's a murderer? Yeah. Can you imagine how annoying Miss Piggy would be on a walk? I'd turn that bitch into bacon.
Yeah, I'd probably give her a hi. Jeff rarely turns around smiling at me. That was good.
That was good, yeah.
Hey, Stinkers, I want to talk to you a second about our sponsor, Mint Mobile. We all love a great deal, and Mint Mobile is the great deal when it comes to cell service. Get amazing wireless service for just $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan. No hoops to jump through and no BS. All of Mint Mobile's plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text, and delivered on the nation's largest 5G network, Jake.
Oh, I like the network.
It truly is, man. Have you switched to Mint Mobile yet?
Oh, you know I'm doing it right now.
I'm gonna call my current cell phone provider, threaten them, and tell I got a new man and his name is Mint Mobile, and I'm gonna say all the good things that Mint Mobile do for me.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. They're not gonna be happy with me when I do that, but I don't care because I'm staying with Mint Mobile now. It couldn't be easier to make the switch. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, that's very cheap. Go to mintmobile.com/stinker. That's mintmobile.com/stinker. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month. What a great deal. At mintmobile.com/stinker. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower, above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details, Jake.
Is there a code for them to use? Is it a stinker?
Mintmobile/stinker. And tell him you got a new man and his name is Mint Mobile.
I think I'm going to save $1,000 a month, $1,000 a year by changing to Mint Mobile.
Yeah, it sounds like a deal, man.
I'm going to change my whole world.
I'm going to rock your world. Hey, Stickers, I just wanted to take a second to talk to you and thank our sponsors, Factor. When you're spending all of your free time wrapping presents, you don't have time to make a home-cooked meal. Luckily, Factor can do that for you. Factor gives you meals that you can make in just 2 minutes, pop them in the microwave or on the skillet, heat them up, and you've got a chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meal ready to go. With 35 meals to choose from every week and over 60 add-on items you can add to your box, they've got something for everyone. Jake, you've seen me eating Factor meals.
I see you be eating them, Mike.
I don't even use a fork when I eat Factor meals. I just rip the film off and I just go to town like it's a lady that was away at war that I love.
We do not endorse his approach to Factor meals.
I can't help myself. Factor is delicious and I don't want to stop. Whether you're keto, vegetarian, trying to manage calorie intake, or you just want something quick that tastes awesome, Factor has what you're looking for. These meals are absolutely delicious. They're quick, they're easy, and they taste great. Head to factormeals.com/50stinker and use code 50stinker to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code 50stinker at factormeals.com/50stinker to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping while your subscription is active. They think it's an accident, Jake. So it seems as though he's gotten away with another murder.
Unluckiest lover there is, man.
I know, man. But get this, man. July 94. So this would be the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who moves back in?
No.
Sharon?
Sharon.
Oh, man.
Cheech again.
Wait, I thought it was Chung.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want from me? Yes, it's not always the same.
Wait, what is Sharon from?
Ever heard of voice
It's
modulation?
from Osborne's.
Oh, now I got it.
Sharon moves back in, and the reason why she moves back in is because her boyfriend Michael leaves her, and her dog, God rest his beautiful soul, Shadow, like the man who sells you drugs. Shadow passes away.
You think Shadow was killed?
No, I think he just passed away.
And that's why the husband left, or her new boyfriend left?
I think it was just a calamitous chain of events.
Yeah, you're pretty low at that point. You'd
Yeah.
be willing to go crawl into the arms of an ex-lover.
I know, man. It's so sad.
Does she know about his new ex and what happened?
I think she's just so insane that she doesn't give a fuck, man.
Oh, okay.
This guy really likes clumsy ladies, is probably what she's thinking.
But unfortunately, Jake, 3 months later, she ODs.
Now, do you think there's foul play in that?
Could be. But here's why I'm inclined to believe there wasn't, because they had lasted all this time where he didn't kill her. So from 76 to 94. 18 years, you think he would have killed her.
Dude, on and off for 18 years is you're meant to be.
Yeah.
I think
After
so
that
too,
long.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet in the afterlife they're together now.
Did he continue his spree after her? Did that like take him to a lower place?
No, so what happened was, oh, wait, this is kind of good too. So she's got life insurance, and Bob inherits $20K of that.
As a side bitch?
Yeah.
My word.
Wow.
Nice. That reminds me, I got to get my wife a life insurance policy.
Can you sign this before I put it in the typewriter?
Just write N.
Yeah. Actually, can you write two? Because one is a letter to my city councilman. But, Jake, so now this is
Jesus.
This is three deaths now.
Uh-huh.
And, Jake, 3 is so many.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Three's a
man.
crowd.
3, especially when it comes to testicles.
Yeah.
You know, I've always said that. You know, I don't know if you see me in the shower.
It's 4. His dad.
Maybe 4. Definitely 3, maybe 4.
His family, his dad.
When you said that's 4, I thought you meant my testicles.
He murdered 5 people at this point.
All right, so he definitely killed. All right, 4. You're right. So it's definitely the initial wife, the 2 kids, and then the push off the cliff wife. Push off the cliff.
And maybe
Push off the
sewage.
cliff. Hey,
Sewage
hey,
boy would be
yeah.
in 5.
Hey, you trying to push off the cliff? Push off the cliff. Bitch, you better push off the cliff.
Freestyle. I don't know that one.
I just made it up.
That was great.
And isn't this nice? He's still DJing, and callers are calling in to offer condolences. on
Yeah.
all this death surrounding this poor guy.
Dude, Bob Spangler, great country music DJ name.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Merlin. Merlin
Spangler. Even
Merlin
better,
in the
man.
morning.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Was he a drive time DJ?
I don't know, man.
Morning guy? I'd probably go pretty loco waking up that early. They got to keep weed around. That's actually, I'm keeping opposite
Late
hours
night.
of those guys.
Yeah, late night weekends. Delilah.
Yeah, I love it, Jake. Briefly moves to Pennsylvania to track down love, but then goes right back to Colorado when that doesn't work out. Yeah, it seems like he's done killing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just thought his new lady would be in Pennsylvania.
he met a lady on the internet.
Whereabouts?
Whoa,
in
he's
PA?
already on the fucking. He's in chat rooms.
He's in the web.
It was like Merlin or something, some area in Pennsylvania I never
Oh,
recognized.
okay.
So I don't think it's anywhere close to us. He goes back to Colorado, Grand Junction. He becomes a children's basketball and soccer ref,
Wow.
which, I mean, I would love to hear from the kids who played in that league.
He looks so unsuspecting in the picture.
It looks like a sweet old man.
Yeah.
You know, sweet old guy. I've always said that. Sweet old guy, give me a kiss.
Why did he have a Ted Kennedy nose? Was he a boozer?
I don't know, man. That's a great question.
He's got.
Everything checks out for booze.
Rudolph.
I mean, you got stress on the brain. You know, you got a lot of ex-wives.
But there's no reports of him being like a booze hound in anything
that I
you
read, man.
researched. I guess he wasn't that like crazy of a drinker. If I just don't know how you get a nose like that. Maybe it's just a
Well, just be the
dynamic.
picture.
If Sharon's doing drugs and stuff, maybe he's doing drugs with her.
Could be
and,
partying with her, man. Yeah.
Maybe.
and slows down after the fact.
But he's getting into children's sports, which is never something you want to hear an old man get into. And on top of that, too, he gets a new gig as the vice president of an irrigation company in Grand Junction, Colorado. That's
Whoa.
a good old man gig.
And a great place to live.
I'll bet, man. Sounds nice.
You said Grand Junction?
I did.
Is that
Right on the western
that's like
edge of the Rockies, not
Yeah.
far from the Utah border.
Is that near is it south of Denver?
It
Or
is west.
west,
of
okay.
Denver. It's on the other side of the state at I-7 on I-70.
So if Denver's here, and John, can you show him where Littleton is?
Oh my god, I've never seen inside this
And
thing
you
before.
split that open, and
Oh my god, it
that's Grand Junction, Jake.
looks whoa.
I've always, when I tell my wife all the time, open those legs and let me see that Grand Junction.
You want to take a peek?
I-
90-degree
I gotta go to the Grand Junction, man. Do they have a gift shop? Oh,
Damn fish mouth in there.
But Jake, he joins musical theater. So in addition to all these different things he's got going on, he becomes a musical theater man.
yeah.
That's a good old guy
He's a
gig.
Renaissance man.
That rules.
with all
Really
these
is,
gigs.
yeah. He takes part in a local rendition of a play called 1776 where he plays John Hancock, which is funny considering he fraudulently obtained his wife's John Hancock.
Huh. Yeah. Ironic. Need to iron my tongue.
I thought you were gonna say he Hancocked that gun before he blew his.
I do like that. Yes. Thank you, Jeff. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Jake, he's cast in the Odd Couple play, and there's some trouble. He keeps flubbing his lines. The Odd Couple, which is great for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Real May December romance for this guy. But he keeps flubbing his lines and he gets worried.
He starts acting in his old age. So fucking
Well,
bizarre.
you know what? No, he went to school for radio and television, right? And he
Yeah.
had that early gig is trying to do like TV.
I guess he was
So-
behind the camera all these years, secretly wishing that
Yeah.
he could be in front of the camera.
waiting for his turn, waiting
Yeah.
for
Godot.
yeah. He was Bluffman.
Broadway.
Godot sounds like an Australian baker.
Godot.
Thank you.
I like that.
I do too. But Jake, he's having trouble with his lines. So eventually he sees a doctor because he thinks something is wrong. Unfortunately, they get bad news. John, can you hold his hand for this
Oh
one?
God, no.
He's diagnosed with lung cancer, which has now spread to his brain.
Whoa, that can happen?
A loco en la cabeza.
I also didn't know that was
Yeah.
possible.
I guess it metastasizes and
Easy big
Travels.
words.
Yeah.
Easy with the big words, big brain.
sorry about that.
This fucking guy thinks I'm smart.
So Jake, he's rotten with cancer.
Yeah.
Lousy with it.
I like
Fully
rotten better, yeah.
metastasized.
But here's the deal. No matter how bad things are, love is still in the air. You know the air is pure in Colorado.
Yeah.
It's even because of the purity of the air, it allows love to travel more freely.
Now we're talking the end of Interstellar.
Oh, no. Ooh, am I figuring it out?
A little bit.
Oh, does the guy get pussy in space?
Bro, everybody gets pussy in space.
Come on now. Come on now. You just watch your load just go across the.
Bet you it's required by NASA that you cream pie in space.
I cannot wait to watch this. I got to find out what this is. It's everybody keeps saying how sad it is. I cannot imagine a scenario. Is it kind of like It's a Wonderful Life for space?
I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life, but perhaps.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's a good. Did you just come up with that based on what people have said?
I'm guessing because.
Okay.
All right, so what I thought the ending was is that he's getting messages from his family or something like that. But I wonder if maybe does he reach like another dimension where you're able to see things transpiring?
Essentially.
Okay, well, I'm not upset.
Well,
I think it's actually kind of boring and gay.
and I think a lot of viewers agree with you. But not the people who are at the 1:40 a.m. showing of it in 70 millimeter IMAX.
Not all the dudes with mustaches at the 140 showing.
Dude, I was in line for popcorn, and I was like, they have merch in the line now. Like Regal merchandise.
cool.
Like there's a cool sweatshirt that says like "Let's all go to the lobby."
I like that.
Yeah.
And it was like cool puff print, and they had the little snack caricatures.
Yeah.
And I spent a long time looking at this, as well as the guy in front of me. And by the time I got to the, I was like, all right, I'm not buying that for $75. It was like the quintessential buy yourself guy at the movies at 1:40 a.m. And I was like, oh no,
You're Pee Wee Herman now.
It was like a real life comic book guy essentially. And I was like, oh fuck, he thinks we're the same, and we are the same.
Is it still in the movies?
Yeah, it got extended until next week. You could
Maybe
see
I'll
it
go
in
see
70
it.
millimeter.
I might go do that.
Yeah.
Is it playing every night?
Yeah, there's some reasonable show times. You just blew the ending.
John,
You
no,
just spoiled my supper.
John, were you the only one there dressed as an astronaut? Or?
Yeah, they made me check my helmet. Because I had written dunce across the face mask and I couldn't see a damn thing in that.
Brother, we're going to need you to slide that visor. We got to make sure there's nothing lickable on the inside of that. But Jake, fortunately, he finds love again, marries a lady by the name of Judy Hilty in 1998.
Fourth long-term lady.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
And I'm sorry,
Wow. Sharon.
my eyes glazed over for a little bit. Did Sharon die at any point?
She did. She passed away from overdose.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She was the overdose.
I found out what it was.
What was it?
Apparently, it was a bottle of Tylenol.
What?
I don't believe it.
I
That's
know.
what
I
it
didn't
says.
believe it.
Intentional, though, right?
It said it was never investigated.
And she
it was
wasn't
never
just
thought
partying
that
hard?
he had
Oh.
anything to do with it, but they found her next to a bottle of Tylenol.
Yeah, that shit will fuck your liver up, man. If you take more than
Isn't
Well,
it like,
over time,
Isn't it
right?
like robo
no,
tripping?
dude, it says it very clearly on the back. It's like don't take more than 6 or 8 in a 24-hour period.
Uh-huh.
So if you're like eating those things like candy, I'm sure you could make your like liver bleed out.
Oh, for some reason, the word bottle made me think liquid. And I was like, they don't make Tylenol in that
A pill bottle?
form.
Ever heard of that?
I haven't.
Thank you,
until
Jake.
Now.
Thank you.
You're not welcome, and you're not welcome. Tylenol. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live a little, bitch.
And so then the next bitch that, sorry, no, I shouldn't have said that.
I'm
Say
sure
it,
she
man.
had a migraine.
So Judy died, right? Judy was the one got pushed off a cliff.
Donna.
Donna, okay. Nobody's lived so far.
No.
This is the new one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
All
Don't
caught up now.
apologize.
When your 3 past lovers have perished, you got to find a new one, and he did find a 4th.
He did, yeah. And unfortunately, the marriage doesn't last that long, Jake, because in September of 2000, cops just come to his house and explicitly ask him, like, look, man, we want to ask you some questions. Can you please come to the police station and speak with us?
That's never a good sign.
He's dying. He voluntarily goes, and he admits to killing his startup family and the Cliff Bar lady.
Startup family. Yikes.
You know, everybody's
I'm sorry, that was to you.
when you have a family for the first time, You're learning on the go. There's no handbook. Like I've always told my first wife and kids.
We're not going to live here forever. You guys aren't
Yeah.
even going to live forever.
Yeah.
You're
Just
my
my
starter family. That is a very funny concept.
Yeah.
A starter family.
They asked him to come in, and he admits to those 4 murders.
Now, what was what questioning did they bring him in for after all these years?
All right, so I think they were talking to him about the Cliff murder, and they had always suspected him of killing his wife and kids.
And that the Cliff murder was 5 years before? 7?
1993, yes.
So 7 years before this. So they've been ruminating on this for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Insane that there's an investigation that lasts that long.
Well, there was a task force created just for him. And they
Really?
just could never connect the dots. So as a Hail Mary, they find out that he's dying. They're just like, can you come talk to us? And as luck would have it, he admits to the 4 murders. And I really respect this, and I like that he said this way. He said, aside from 2 days, I was a really good person.
So he didn't admit to killing the dad.
No.
So the dad could have potentially been an accident.
I think that. I think if you're going to admit to killing your kids, your wife,
Yeah.
and one of your other wives, but not to others, you probably didn't do those other ones.
Yeah.
But that's a nice way. That's a very healthy way to
2
live a life.
days.
Was he too dying to even be put on trial at this point?
He ends up accepting a plea, which sentences him to life in prison, but in less than a year from the time that he was brought in for questioning to his time of death. In August of 2001 is when he passes away.
What was he dying of?
A broken heart.
He's
brain cancer, lung
nearly 80 at this
68.
point.
Didn't even get. How sad is it that he doesn't even get to 69?
No, he's got to be close to. He's 78.
68, and he didn't even get to see 9/11.
Man.
Wow, died pre-9. 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 80,
Carry your one.
93, 60. Yeah.
Checks out.
It's been a problem with me carrying the one for weeks now.
What do you think that is?
I need to take Megamind or
A
whatever.
entire bottle of aspirin.
Yeah.
When you go to the dentist.
Trash night.
Yeah. Yeah, so bless his heart, man. He's in heaven right now. A guy with 2 bad nights. I can't hold that against him. 2 bad nights. And
I
also,
can.
dude, it gets so cold in Colorado.
In your version of heaven,
Yeah.
which of the 4 wives is he with?
Well, I mean, just to clarify, and I'm not attacking you, it's not my version. It is heaven.
Okay.
Yes.
So in heaven, who is he with?
One's a side bitch, always, right?
He has a harem at this point. And, you know, one of the great things about heavenly marriage is that as restrictive as you think the laws are here on earth, it's essentially Sharia law in heaven. So
What?
you get, you know, you can have up to 72 wives. And your wife's pussy reverts to virgin state, Jake.
Yeah, they're all died again virgins.
Yes, unless you request that they
Died-again
get
virgins.
slutified. You can have your wife slutted out.
And they put them through the slutification machine.
They do,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, there's a lot of beeps and bops and crackles.
Whoa.
It's just St. Peter cracking it off for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
She's been in that machine for a couple hours. I thought it was only a 50-minute procedure.
Comes out with a lot of eyeshadow,
Oh
Jake.
God, I have so many questions now. So
Yeah,
if it's
I
coming
got
out the
answers.
slutified machine, then is it looking like it got beat up with a wiffle ball bat? Or is
Yes.
it okay?
Well, it's kind of like, you know how you go to Wawa and there's a touch screen and you order a sandwich?
Yes.
When you put your heavenly wife through the Slutifier 3000,
Mm-hmm.
you're essentially ordering a pussy sandwich. So it's like, if you don't want mayo on it, you don't get mayo on it. If you want extra roast beef, you get extra roast
What if you don't want the mayo till the end?
beef. You could ask for it on the side.
Okay.
A squirt. Can I get a squirt of it?
But Jake,
Open up. That's too much.
yeah, unfortunately, like you know the guy who tricks you with the Turkish ice cream, he's in heaven too, doing that with the Pussifier 3000.
So in heaven and earth?
Yes.
Now you're talking Interstellar.
No, come on, man. I hate this movie so much already.
No more Interstellar talk. I don't want to ruin it for you, and I don't want you to continue to get pissed at it.
All right.
It's #1 Nolan, dude. But I can also see how people think it sucks. You a Stellar head?
No, but I would say Dark Knight's the best Nolan movie for sure.
Dark Knight is
I like
also
Inception.
I like Inception. Inception's probably my third. Dark Knight's 2. But even Dark Knight I recognize that it does kind of suck at times.
Let me ask you guys this: a guy with my level of intelligence, am I going to have to rewind Interstellar?
Don't rewind it. Watch it again. Watch it all the way through. Don't look at your phone. Pay attention, and then look up YouTube videos about Interstellar. Watch those for a half hour, then run it back the next night.
So you're committing to 6.5 hours.
I was gonna say he's committing a whole day, just to this.
It's a night watch.
What is the premise of the movie?
Earth is dying due to a second dust bowl and blight, which is killing all the crops. Now only corn can survive, essentially, and
The band.
it's a very new metal heavy Hans Zimmer score, and Matthew McConaughey's character is selected to be part of the astronaut team that goes into space looking for a new inhabitable planet for the rest of Earth to move to.
And it takes place in like the future from now.
About 2067 is when it starts.
Yeah.
Oh, not too far ahead. I would have gone
But it's
2069,
confusing. You watch it and it feels like they're kind of in like pre-cell phone era,
Yeah.
but they're not. It's very confusing.
It's, I guess, like how Star Wars was a long, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away.
Wait, what?
What ladies are in this movie?
Jessica Chastain.
Oh,
I really like this movie, and I really like the movie Zero Dark 30, so I feel like she's probably my favorite modern actress just because I like those two movies a lot.
Isn't Hathaway the main character in this, or one of the main ladies?
Amelia Brand.
are there any pogs?
I don't want to blow the cameo for you.
Man, pogs in space
Oh man.
is I don't know.
I saw that in a different theater after I saw Muppets in Space.
God,
I don't know if I'd like pogs in space.
why not?
There'd be no bounce.
There's no gravity. They just
No
stay up.
gravity.
They don't drop.
Yeah,
You can make them shake.
yeah. The Slaughterfire 3000 will shake up a pog. They'll reshake your pog if you need her shook. This is really, and this is just the third iteration of the machine. So God knows where we're gonna be with the Slaughterfire 4000.
Oh my God, they don't even have the newest technology out yet.
No, because it's like heaven. They're working with the collective mind of everyone that's in heaven. So it's like you think of like who are our most brilliant minds on earth are right now. Like when Elon Musk passes away and gets to heaven, that's probably when we'll get the Slaughterfire 4000.
Whoa.
Okay, so Jobs went from 2 to 3 when Steve Jobs died.
He actually,
Oh no.
he's not in heaven.
Like you said, everybody goes to heaven.
But sometimes people have to spend time in another place for a while.
Yeah, the Genius Bar. I've been here for 3 fucking hours. It's actually been 20 years.
Can
pal.
I please close out my tab? Oh, what's that, Steve? I didn't quite hear you.
What's that guy doing on my iPhone?
That's how they charge it here in heaven.
Yeah, he's using a charger with a USB-C OCK.
Wow, that was lightning fast.
Jesus up in heaven turning fucking iPhones into goddamn fleshlights.
Oh man, that's an invention that would probably win you the Nobel Peace Prize. iPhone,
Combo.
yeah.
I remember when, I guess like close to when iPads started, like maybe a year after, I saw an advertisement, maybe on the side of a certain website, for an attachment that is a fleshlight that you strap onto your iPad. Like it's basically a case for your
Jesus
iPad.
Christ, man.
And then there were specific videos. So it was like the abdomen of the fleshlight's pussy that you're...
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, honestly, that's probably better than a VR
Bro, talk
headset.
to a fucking lady.
Yeah. Is it still on your iPad?
I don't know. It's my daughter's iPod now. I sure hope not.
No, not that app. No, not that app. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the no app. How many times do I have to tell you? You're always looking at it.
She pressed
Her
it.
first words.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she also needs a baba. It's baba time.
That Bluey is Bluey.
Dad.
Dude, imagine turning in a work iPad with a flashlight still attached.
I just want to give you my resignation.
This is how it came. I don't know what you're.
This is how I came.
This is my 2-pump resignation.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for more beer?
I still have some in here, and there's another fully.
All right. We're partying.
What a freaking host.
We're happy. Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Juicy
Wow.
gonna get wet? Why? Because it's waning.
You
I'm
stayed-
coming off a 3-day bender.
Are you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You weren't frogging, were you?
No
Little
problem.
Kermit action.
No throw up at all this weekend. It wasn't that
Okay.
crazy.
But yeah, it's
Good
still.
for you.
My softball team, we won our championship.
No,
shit.
way.
In December?
Dude, so it was supposed to be the week before Thanksgiving, but it got rained out. And then Thanksgiving
Thank
or
you, Mike.
Black Friday,
Thanks,
they
Mike.
weren't going to have it. I'm good.
Thank you, buddy.
And so it got pushed to first week in December. And it
That's
was
fall
fucking
ball, baby. Was it a
cold.
fall ball league?
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, we won the championship.
And that was what, Saturday?
Friday.
Friday. And then I know the Texas game was on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, I was out for the Texas game and then the Penn State game. And
Oh, yeah. That Penn State game was wild.
You were there before the Texas game started, right?
No, I got there. Well, actually, yeah, I got there the second half of the 12 o'clock
Yeah,
game.
pre-gaming at the bar.
So I was basically out from like a long time.
What time
all
were
day
you
Saturday.
asleep the night before? After the softball win.
Probably like 1 or 2.
Okay, that's not unreasonable to be back at it 12 hours later.
But then I was out till like 4 a.m. on Saturday night, and then went out for the Eagles game Sunday.
Nice.
So it
A
was
1 o'clock game?
Yeah,
That's a fast bounce back.
yeah. It was a long, rough weekend. That I'm
Wait,
still recovering
when
from.
was the parade for the team?
It's actually going down Broad Street this Friday.
This
Got to
Friday.
have the week to plan.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's the championship parade. For
I'm convinced that it's real the way you guys just did that. Did you rehearse that? Did you both get here early and then pretend to just get here?
just like we practiced, Jeff.
You know I got you.
We're talking about practice.
Who is that?
Alan Criverson.
I wasn't going to get there. I'm glad you did. Are you at the point, Mike, where you're turned off from Interstellar, or do you still have? Are you still inquisitive about it to the point where you're going to watch it?
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Okay.
I will watch it. I might even put it on tomorrow. I have a free day. Just got to ship out some book orders, but aside from that, no other time obligations. So I think I might have time. What is it? 3 hours?
2:45. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it. I just saw it right
Before the
there.
credits roll.
Like 45 minutes.
I mean, dude, that's part of the reason why I went to the theater, because like I've watched it a bunch in the past decade after I saw it in theaters, but watching it at home is just the temptation to look at your phone and get up and make a snack is so easy to do.
Let me see what the times are at the theater. I'll look up Fandango.
I'm sure there's a closer location than King of Prussia, but King of Prussia is the only one with a 70 millimeter projector, if that's something you're interested in. Yeah. I found IMAX's website. You can just put in your zip code, and it tells you every IMAX movie that's playing in any theater around.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that an AMC theater?
Which one? The one,
The IMAX one
You
in
went to?
King
the
of
70
Prussia.
millimeter is a Regal.
Oh, damn
Are
it.
you an AMC member? You
Yeah.
get the free ticket?
I just got the my
discounted.
wife and I just got the pass. I
Yeah.
can go to like 3 movies a week.
Yeah,
With it?
I would just do the free version. I mean, 70 millimeters. I'm not even a movie nerd like that, but I'm just like, it's Nolan. This is the way he wanted it to be seen. So I went. I did the same thing for Oppenheimer. I went out to King of Prussia to see it. probably pretty nerdy, but there's definitely a closer theater. Cherry Hill's got it. Neshaminy has it, but that's just regular IMAX.
There's a 12:15 showing tomorrow afternoon.
Damn, you would actually do it in the middle of the day?
I would prefer that because I will fall asleep at nighttime.
That'll take up your whole day.
Make sure you, if you're going solo, it's probably easy to get a decent seat if there's one solo in the middle. Mm-hmm. But it will sell out, I think.
Really? At
Yeah.
12:15?
PM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the afternoon?
Yeah.
On a Thursday, maybe. What theater was it? King of Prussia?
King of Prussia, yeah.
It's potentially, but if you wait till like you're about to leave or till you get to the theater, it'd probably be a seat on the side or in the very front.
Interesting.
Front is tough for IMAX because you're just fucking doing this the entire time.
Yeah.
Nolan says you want to be eye level with the center of the screen. And in the middle, obviously.
And that's what Nolan says. Damn.
Obviously written
Gonna
by,
make it,
by
gonna
Jonathan
go to
and
Fogo
Chris.
after?
Oh my god.
Fogo's right there too, man.
In King of Prussia, there's a Fogo?
There's a Fogo in King of Prussia,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Don't go before. That would
man.
be an
Yeah.
immediate nap.
go to the bathroom.
Dude, the IMAX King of Prussia seats suck so fucking bad.
Why?
Compared to every other reclining seat in the
Because
theaters
they're
these
so
days.
old?
Yeah.
There's one in Cherry Hill. Have you ever been to that one?
I have. What, the IMAX?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Probably
I think
not-
that's where I saw Deadpool in IMAX.
Probably not 70 millimeter.
But they're way more comfortable chairs with the button and everything.
I like their snacks set up at Cherry Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't picture it, but I think that's where I went for.
It's got like it's kind of like an island, and you can go on either side.
Oh
and get your
yeah.
soda.
Uh-huh. You fill your own soda up
Yeah.
there? Yeah. Yeah, they tried to fill my shit up at King of Prussia. I was like, let me back there. They said no.
Mm-hmm.
They said no, you're not allowed.
Do you guys have a favorite theater?
Probably the one in on Sunset in LA. I think it might be Los Feliz. It's the other one that Tarantino bought, not the New Beverly.
Is it the ArcLight?
Arclight, yeah.
No, the ArcLight was amazing.
Is that the one, the Cinerama one?
That's the ArcLight, is a Cinerama
Okay.
dome. It begins with a V, I believe. It's very old fashioned, like
That's the name
From
of it.
like-
Very old fashioned.
yeah, it does begin with a V. It's like ornate. It's got to be 100 years old, like old Hollywood style, and it's
That's
just a
cool.
beautiful curtains. I think they open curtains
that's
to
lovely.
reveal the screen.
Jeff,
I like the Bryn Mawr.
that's my favorite theater.
That
I
one's
went there
really cool.
2 weeks ago to watch Platoon with Jimmy Gillespie.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, they really show some cool shit there.
That's awesome.
Is that common for them to show old re-releases?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like every week they got old shit. Like right now they're showing In Cold Blood, the original one.
I don't know that.
The Truman Capote.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like oftentimes they'll have film analyses by like a local film professor.
Oh,
And
that's
they'll have the
awesome.
showing after, and you can either do both
Mhm.
or you could just go to see the movie.
Yeah.
And I just went to see the movie with Jimmy, and we got to the snack stand, and you know how loud Jimmy can be with that black girl voice.
Yeah.
Well, we got in there, and it's Jimmy goes like as loud of a black girl voice as he could do. He's like, "I suppose now is when you tell me we actually going to see Wicked."
Mommy, what's wrong with that man? Where's Bryn Mawr?
Lancaster Avenue. Route
It's
30.
like the main
nice.
line ish.
Okay.
like 5 minutes past Villanova.
It's very small and like unsuspecting. It's like really cool.
Yeah, very nice theater. There was actually something cool I went to see there. Just the building is very cool. They have like a classroom set up, and they'll have people come in there just to speak about different aspects of film. Like there was a guy whose instruction I went to go see one time. He was a guy who got a short film in the Sundance, and he talked about the whole process from making the film to getting it in the Sundance, and then getting funding for the movie, getting paid for the movie.
Some real Billy Walsh shit from Entourage.
Very cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really a great theater,
And it's not like Platoon was just what they wanted to play. Platoon
Yeah.
wasn't playing across the country for
No.
a specific anniversary or something.
no. Oftentimes they'll pick like a specific director and just show like a month's worth of his stuff.
Did they show other Oliver Stones that month?
I don't think this might have just been like a one and done.
Little JFK, little Doors, little
that'd be
freaking
fun.
Natural Born Killers,
I want to revisit JFK, man.
little Alexander.
So do I, man. Yeah, dude.
Never saw it.
Got charged up
Ooh,
after
man.
like us going there and seeing everything.
Dude, Donald Sutherland, like
Yeah.
captivating in that movie, man.
I have to look up this.
Yeah, I've been trying to
LA
find the name
theater.
of it. I've been trying to look
The
up
one
name
on
of this
Sunset
theater.
or your own?
The one, this one that has like, it's not the Egyptian theater, but it has like all like Egyptian decor, and it's not in Hollywood proper. I think it's like out past, like near like Los Feliz and stuff like that. I remember like when I was out.
I think we're talking about the same one.
Are we?
Yeah, it's on Sunset where it, like basically where Silver Lake ends.
Yeah, it's like out that way.
Yeah,
That one's really cool, and Grauman's Chinese Theater is pretty sick too.
I was never under the impression that you could go see movies there.
I went to the Jackass premiere there.
Dude.
That was the place where
The
they had
Vista.
premiere. Yeah, and then they put us up in the hotel.
Are you talking about the
Roosevelt.
Vista?
Yes, that's exactly. Yep, that's the one. Thank you.
Yes. You just blew by it. The Vista. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's the Vista. I knew it was a V.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And Vista means view.
it does mean view.
Boy, I'm dumb. Boy, am I a fucking idiot? Boy, I guess.
The Phoenixville Theater is really cool too, where the Blob was.
The Blob. I gotta go there one day.
Right, Colonial or is,
Colonial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a show there, and a guy had a medical emergency in the audience, and I was opening for Tom Papa, and the theater manager like passed me a note. He's like, "Can you give this to Tom? Like, they need to stop the show because there's a guy that needs to get taken out by paramedics, and they don't want to cause a disruption."
I think you said this before, and Tom played it amazing, right?
Yeah, and he was like, I walked up to the front, and I was so embarrassed, and Tom Papa was like, and he gets the note, and he's like, "All right."
he's on stage.
Yeah, he's like, "We have to take a brief intermission. There's something that has to be addressed right now, and we'll be back as soon as possible." And then maybe 10 minutes later, I don't know if I brought him back up or if like somebody else did. So he walks back out. And
Paramedics.
he's like, "So anyway," it's like clearly somebody had just been resuscitated.
Man, did that guy stay for the rest of the show?
No,
Oh,
Papa,
no.
Papa a G though.
he got a brand new bag.
Wow, what a world.
Yeah,
Interstellar. What a movie.
I love every week. It's getting
I
better.
did it the
Yeah.
entire time I was in there. Just looking at the guy next to me. What a movie. They tried to kick me out. I
I'm
said,
gonna go to.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, let it rip.
No, I can't do
You
it.
were so close, man.
It was gonna be so bad that I couldn't do it.
Do it. Mine's bad.
I could. I can't even. I don't even have the sentence anymore. God, I'm getting bashful. All right. Oh man, we're really building this up for nothing, huh?
Do it.
All right. There's just so much. I can't fucking do it. I
Jake.
can't do it.
We are not turning off this equipment
Please,
until you
let's
do a
turn-
Trump impression.
Please don't make me do a Trump impression. All right. Wait. This is so much space. I'm trying to do it. We see. They say, "Who got the nicest space?" We got the nicest space.
This feels like Jay Leno meets Corky from
I
What Goes
can't
On.
do voices, man. I can't do voices. Can't do accents. It's that I can't do anything. Yeah, dude, it's bad.
Keep doing it for another 30 minutes.
They say, "Who has the nicest rockets?" We have the nicest rockets. I can't.
You're getting there. It's closer. I walked in. I said, "Wow, what a movie!" I'm getting worse. I'm embarrassing myself.
No, yeah.
I like Jake. You sound like an effeminate Italian. That's why I like your Trump.
A real Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, that was well, I'm gonna not sleep tonight now.
I liked it.
Are we recording more content after this?
We are. Got one more thing. So
Let's wrap her up.
yeah, Jake. Anything you want to promote?
No, just follow me at Jake Mattera at Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And thanks for watching the episode, man.
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Johnny Delco, JONNYDELCO. And I don't know if I'll be involved in it, but if you're in the Pottstown, Pennsylvania area, go see James Murr himself at Soul Joel's when he comes.
It's like next June. I looked.
Are you serious?
It's far.
All right. Well, mark your calendars now. Dude, they're announcing it 6 months ahead of time. That's how big of a fucking get this is, dude.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I got some time. Maybe I will reach out to Joel now that I know it's far away. Mike, what do you got?
If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for being a patron. If you're not, consider joining us on Patreon. It's the most direct way to support the show. It's either $4 a month or $40 for the year. When you become a patron, you get early access to every episode. You get audio and video ad-free of every episode and live stream that we do. Every AMA we do, every book club meeting we do, every movie watch-along, all audio and video of that.
Stinkers News.
Yes, just
So
anything.
many things.
Writing letters to inmates that are hot.
We're due for another one.
Yeah.
We are.
And on the 17th, we're doing a book club meeting where we're reading, doing an analysis of I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. Very scary book. Just, we're always coming up with new stuff, and we want you to join us at patreon.com/Little Stinkers, LILSTINKERS. Aside from that, thank you to everybody who buys my books. I really appreciate that, and I promise you that if you buy one of my books, it'll be the funniest thing you read all year.
I can vouch for that.
Thank you, brother. And I'm not just teasing you because we got 2 weeks left in the year. But you will, if you enjoy anything I do, I know you'll enjoy my books. You can get them at onperks.com. And yeah, that's it, boys. I had another fun evening with you guys.
So much fun, man.
I can't wait to watch Interstellar now.
I really hope you go see it in 70 millimeter. That would be awesome. There's a bar that I was going to go to if I was going with my friend called Screwballs, not far from there. That seems like they got a pretty funny sports-related menu where everything is like the fucking Ruben Amaro sandwich and that kind of shit.
It sounds like the kind of place where you go when you're not allowed around your ex-wife anymore.
Yeah, I can guarantee Screwballs is a big avoiding alimony charges type of bar.
Yeah, they probably have a gift shop.
They definitely have a merch booth for sure.
Hi, can I get one Cruck Nuts, please?
Well, you
can
can't
only
get
get
two.
All right, love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Big head. There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Little Stinkers.